We're back for another VIP day. So we have some incredible entrepreneurs here. And what's cool about today is this is actually product-based businesses and 3 completely different products, which is really special. So I'm going to introduce to you who you're going to get to see behind the scenes today. And then we'll, of course, link to all their businesses, their profiles, so you can shop these amazing products below this video. Let's start with Stephanie and Darlene. Stephanie, what is your business?
We have a product called Restore 24. It's a product that helps heal basically any skin issue you have. So we want to be the center of, if you think of a skin issue, you think of Restore 24. You can use it on over 100 different skin issues, and it is natural, but it actually works.
All right, next up we have our artist. We have Arden. Arden, tell everybody who you are and what you do.
Hi, my name is Arden Upton, and I'm a visual artist. I create paintings that bring joy and light and brightness into people's lives and homes in hopes that even on a rainy day like today, you can feel bright and happy.
Very next.
It's beautiful. I love her art.
So Jocelyn supports Arden in the art. She's absolutely amazing. And now we're going to pass the baton over to Catherine with the Small Business Planner.
I'm Catherine, and I have a company called Cashflow for Creatives. And we're a financial literacy company dedicated to the small business owner community. And our product is the Small Business Planner. It is a physical 3-ring binder that has 15 chapters that are the step-by-step guide to plan and grow a profitable business.
I'm going to introduce to you our head coach here at the Paid Ads Academy, Marianne. So Marianne, tell everybody your favorite part on the preparation for today.
I loved being able to go through all of your accounts on my own time, being able to see what you've done in the past before I started working with you and seeing what some of you are doing now. It was a great learning for me to see how many of your businesses have progressed over the last few months. I am so looking forward to everything we're going to talk about today and get into.
The one thing that I had to work on that I feel like you could work on too, because we both did have a news background, is we spoke like we were reporting a story. 100%. And so I'll never forget, I told this story on the podcast, but I was like, Kyle, do I sound like them? And it was like the Sales Girls podcast. Mm-hmm. He was like, no, you sound like you're giving a presentation to an auditorium of 300. And I was like, crap, it looks fantastic. I want the communication to feel just a little bit more like we were talking right here. Yeah. But I do feel like the speed with which you can get people through that checkout matters, and one less thing of simply not having to think, because honestly, it's a decision. I joked about this. A few of these things you're going to hear me say twice, but it's why Mark Zuckerberg and Alex Hormozi and Steve Jobs always wore the same thing every day to work. Like he wears it on purpose because it's one less decision, because they're making so many decisions every day. It's one less decision. Consumers are making so many decisions every day. One less decision is, do I want to pay the shipping? It's like, no, it's just free. Like, it's probably one of the reasons I buy clothes. You buy clothes, you're like, shipping is free, so why would I not go in the store? Okay. Yeah. Right? Yeah. So.
Another big thing for our channel name is making sure that it's SEO optimized. So that's just basically saying, can someone search for something without knowing your company? So if we were thinking about like, okay, someone needs paid ads, like Paid Ads podcast or how to win with paid ads or something like that. I don't know if someone would type in how to win with paid ads, but right off the bat, you want your name to be searchable. So we have Ashley Brock was a big part of the name when it was starting as a business. And so we keep this here in case someone's searching for Ashley Brock, and then the rest would pop up.
All of you have a reason why someone would purchase again. Whether they're gifting it, whether they're starting another business, whether they have a friend, but so much of what you do, the experience of it and it being so luxury, like, here's how to unbox it. Hey, here's how, as a reminder, before you get started, here is all this 15 things that are gonna be inside this planner. And remember, don't forget, you have the digital course. Here's the best way I recommend, but having a little text that they get post-purchase, like the day after it arrives or the day it arrives with a here's your welcome box, so good. They say if you fail to plan, you plan to fail. And it's like, if you do not plan for profit, you cannot create it. And you also cannot sustain a business over the long term without it. And I just don't trust that. And it's not a you thing. When you say we solve every problem over 100 uses, I'm skeptical. They agree. They're nodding their heads. Like that is not specific enough. I'd rather you be known for a thing. So for instance, we are known for paid advertising, and I stopped saying marketing because marketing could be direct mail. It could be a billboard ad, and I could justify, but I know how to do that. I could do it. It's like, I know, and you shouldn't, because I don't trust you, because marketing is so broad. Paid ads is so specific. I think that y'all overpromise, and I'd rather you underpromise and overdeliver. It builds trust because they're getting more time with you. And I read this stat, and it was basically like you'd have to have like 300 reels if it was like versus like a 30-minute YouTube video to like get the same amount of total time with you if it's like a 15-second video, you know? So it's like when you meet someone in public and you're like, hey, can I see your website? And you're like, I don't really have one. I really feel like there's going to be a point where if you really don't have an established YouTube channel that it's gonna like diminish some of your trust, and especially because you have a product that solves certain things. Like you should be educating people on why you chose the ingredients that you did. You should be educating people on the process that you've been going through to try to find the right chemist or whatever it is that like people want to see the behind the scenes story because it legitimizes what you're doing. Actually seeing that you've learned some of this process stuff. And then what you do is very educational, which is very good because that allows them to trust you so that they want to buy. And then what y'all do, there's so much more of like why we're buying. Like one of the things that I feel like is important to you is from your home to your art, like what you create is unique. It's different. Not everybody has it. And that's why people would buy your art over everybody else's, because you're unique, you're different, and not everybody else has this. YouTube is a really great place for y'all to do that. And so we have worked really hard to create this storefront that has a lot of little details that we don't normally talk about. Here's all the things of the strategy why we're doing what we're doing. And we just feel confident that because this is a search engine and because this is a place that people go to add validation, we don't want it to deter people and have any like breaks in trust for your brand by you not having this or not having it the way that Meredith's gonna walk through. And we'll just allow people to be retargeted by you forever. Like we want so many people to find y'all from all these places, and the ads just like bring them home. They just bring them home. But we need more people coming in from every which way. Reporting live from the end of another really cool VIP day with some of these incredible business owners. So we're gonna go around the room and you'll get to hear everybody's kind of biggest takeaway before we head to delicious steak dinner. So we'll start with Stephanie and Darlene, who own Darlene & Co., and their core product is called Restore 24. So we'll start with Darlene on her takeaway from the day.
My biggest takeaway is the confidence I feel moving forward. I didn't even see things in my business that they brought to my attention that is making all the difference. So I really feel like I can go back and put the effort in where it's going to count.
I'm Stephanie, and my biggest takeaway is clarity of messaging for sure. Ashley and her group helped me clarify how to communicate the best so that I can help the most people.
Meredith, what was your favorite takeaway from the day, getting to see this product-based group?
How much work and effort is put into selling a product versus a service, being able to really dive deep into product pages and learning the difference of like intricacies of the ins and outs of like description and when to place like the features and everything like that was really cool for me to kind of dive deep into see, and like how awesome you guys are doing with your businesses.
And how like every business can have these same like things that matter, but how they communicate them and bring them to life visually is so different. All right, our artist, Arden.
I think my biggest takeaway is I have a lot of homework to do. And I feel like a lot of that is around messaging and learning how to tell my story effectively in a compelling way. What I really enjoyed the most was your audit of my website. And it just made me feel good to go through the pages of it and like have somebody be like, yes, I like this. No, I don't like that. Let's change this around. Let's like, do a few updates. That made me feel like really good.
I'm Jocelyn. I work with Arden. And I think my biggest takeaway was the messaging and the creative and how we can make that better to reach and targeting to reach more of the right people.
I'm Catherine, and I think it was so helpful to see things like my YouTube page through the eyes of other people and seeing best practices from you. Kind of giving me permission to almost see myself as needing to be the chief content creator of this business to take it forward. And then the second was kind of like offer flow and how we tell the story of like how to access this information, because that is the foundation that the ads are built on top of. So that was incredibly helpful. Thank you.
Someone said to me that because you're a product-based business, there isn't a funnel, and I just completely disagree. Even it's not service-based businesses that have a flow or a funnel or a next step. product-based businesses need the upsells, downsells. So I think we figured out just a little bit of how we want that flow to go. Marianne, what was your biggest takeaway from the day?
So my biggest takeaway was how detail-oriented these business owners have to be and how deliberate they need to be with all of the choices they make. So I have so much respect for all of you. I always did, but it tenfold now. Just going through the websites and thinking, should the prices be left to right or should they be right to left? You have to think about everything. So I have so much respect for you all. And I am most excited to leave today knowing that all of you have some small tweaks and some big tweaks that can make such a difference. So I'm so excited for you to implement those and to see the results.
First of all, every woman in this room is just so inspiring. All the products are just beautifully made and crafted, and I'm just like really inspired by that. I think my biggest takeaway was to see everything unfold and the difference that we're making in all of the websites, the socials, the ads, YouTube, across the whole business, and not just focusing on ads, and also seeing it done in 8 hours is incredible.
There's two things I wanted to say as we wrap up today. So when I met Alex Hormozy, he has had a $100 million day in his business. And I remember sitting in a room with him and his team. And one of the things he said is that for a business owner to be at the highest levels of success, the goal is that the founder actually spends 80% of their time on content and creative. I know that one of the things we talked about today was not just ads. It was not only how can you make sure that your content, like the house looks good on the outside, but how can we make sure the content and the messaging on the inside, like designing a home, is like personalized and customized to you? Because we saw today how even a product-based face company was using long form content. Like there's so much opportunity, and not every artist is going to take the time to tell their story and the story behind every piece of art. They're going to just put the art on the website, they're going to try to sell it, and that's all it's going to be. But you're doing something different, and you have a story that's different, which is why people want to buy from you. You've already started your education train, and you just told me earlier you got a client from a YouTube video, which is the very reason that you continuing to make your content even better, and then having an ads machine to support it to make the purchasing even easier and clear. It just all works together, and that's why what we don't do is sit here for 8 hours and say, click this button. Like that we'd all be insane. Like what's better is to have outside perspective and to actually make the whole machine work. That's why at the Paid Ads Academy, we are also more than just paid ads. It's like, how can we make sure the paid ads convert well? Well, you need a great funnel and great messaging, which all of these business owners worked on today. So if you have these 3 problems, you need to click the link below and buy this video. If you have any tears, scars, or burns on your body, we've learned today that you actually need to get it before the burn happens, because something about the skin and how it works, you really need to get it beforehand. So you need Restore 24. We will link below this video for that. If you really value the most beautiful art, and especially with what Arden has, she has, let's see, we have citrus, we have sea, we have landscape. Those are like the different categories of art. Botanicals. She has originals, she has prints, and she actually does custom commission pieces. So if you have a piece of art that has a story and meaning to you, you can actually reach out to Arden and she can create that custom, which is just such a gift and makes it truly an original piece that nobody else could ever have. So that is Arden. We will link to her below this video. Last but not least, if you're watching this, you obviously have a business, okay? So you probably need the small business planner. And so there is no one as experienced as Catherine in really helping you understand the financials and all the things you need in your business, from the taxes to the bank accounts you need, to the teams, the organizational chart, to your pricing for profitability. Because what Catherine believes is that profit is purposeful and personal, and you have to plan for it. You can't just make up profit. So the Small Business Planner is an incredible, beautiful binder that comes with actually education on top of that. So we will link to Catherine's business below this video. So you have met some incredible people today. And I'm telling you right now, you're going to watch this video back. It's circa 2025 right now. When you watch this video, you'll be like, oh my gosh, that's the founder of this huge company. And you'll be like, there they were. And here they are today. This is just the beginning for these business owners that are going to make it rain today and every day. So go advertise your name, make it rain. And I cannot wait to see you on the next video. Oh, and by the way, we will have a link to the challenge for January. We love you. Advertise your name, make it rain. We'll see you soon.